ค All right, thank you so much. All right, if you can't tell, we absolutely love having the opportunity to play music. We never take it for granted. One of life's greatest pleasures is to be able to travel this world and spend time with your brothers. We've all dedicated our lives to doing this, to traveling the world and celebrating the values that are at the core of this art form. And the main value is all about empathy. When we come on this bandstand, first and foremost, we listen to one another. You can have completely different ideas about the world and how it works, and our job is to come together, listen to one another, and to find a way to create beauty in between those disparate ideas. And we believe deeply embedded in the heart of this art form is that value of empathy, and that makes it worth it to be out here traveling the world to celebrate that, because I sincerely believe that's what we need right now in the world. I want to take a moment and introduce each of these brothers on the bandstand with me. On the piano, he's originally from Washington, D.C. This is one of the most brilliant musicians I've ever known. He's so soulful, so creative. He's been a major part of the development of this art form for the past over 20 years. He's been with people like Betty Carter, Abby Lincoln, with our brother, the great Roy Hargrove, one of the greatest composers in the business, the one and only Mr. Mark Carey. On the bass, man, talk about soulfulness, talk about feeling, first and foremost. I met this brother when he was just in 8th grade, and he was playing with all that feeling, all of that genius was present in a young man. And I remember telling him I can't wait till he moves to New York one day so that we can share the bandstand together and travel the world. As soon as he moved to the city, we called him up and he's been with us ever since. The great Bernice Travis on the bass. On the drums, he's originally from East St. Louis, and I made the mistake one time of saying he was from St. Louis, because there is a difference. That's like me coming up here talking about what's up Philly. I might not make it out of here, I understand. This is my brother. He's on every single record that I've ever made except for the first 2, but that's only because I didn't know him then. As soon as we started to play the first song, I knew that this was somebody that I needed in my life as an inspiration. And I'm so incredibly grateful to him, not only as an inspiration as a musician, but as a man. The great Terrion Gully on the drums. This brother over here on the alto saxophone, just all around cool, all around sexy. If you can't see it, he got the beard, right? Got a little color on the bottom. I was like, oh man, we getting older, because I met him when he was in college too. We've been playing together almost 20 years now. So we got a little extra color. I was like, man, we getting gray? He said, nah, bruh, that's chrome. It's like, come on, man. He's originally from Queens, New York. All right, Queens, New York. We got some dollar store fans out there. I'm not messing with Queens. Queens is serious. I love this brother from the bottom of my heart because he is truly an original human being. There's no one else on this planet like him. If he can't make the gig, we don't even try to get anybody to try to imitate him. The one and only, he's a creative, not only as a human being, but just the way that he dresses, the way that he communicates with people, the type of love that he's spreading around the world is so incredibly inspiring, and he's been one of my great inspirations in life. The great Casey Benjamin. All right, so Camden, New Jersey, I'm incredibly grateful to this city.